Howdy folks, it's Tall Turner and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. The simulator says we are 42% done with the Cuba bush trip. So we're going to continue here, lakes 4 and 5 in this video. I assume you've watched the previous lakes so you know what's going on. Let's keep going. And like usual, end of the runway, but cold and dark, which is fine. We're going to have a quick look around here, see how beautiful this airport is in the surrounding area before we head out, probably that way, right? In that direction. Just beautiful. In the previous leg, we could see the ocean on both sides of Cuba. Even though I think it's 100 miles wide, it says. But, just amazing. There's a city over there that we saw, because we landed at the other runway. So I don't know what weather's like, if it's the same or different than it was a few days ago. But the other runway was better. And it would still be better, because the windsock is going that way. So that was on the wrong runway, but who cares? We'll be fine. Alrighty, switch panel, everything. I'm using switch panel, multi-panel, whatever. So we're going to use that. You can hear the clicking around. That's what's going on. Battery and alternator is on. Fuel pump will turn on. And mixture and conditioner forward. Reversers are not engaged, which is good. Let's get some lights going here. This one doesn't spin, but it lights things up. That's kind of weird. Alrighty, good enough. Let's do the starter on and ignition, right? And it takes a minute, but it will work, I promise. Get my autopilot ready to go there. Come on, any day now. There we go. And once that gets going, we can do avionics. We'll do P2 heat as well, and might as well turn on anti-icing, though we don't need to. It's just fun to flip switches. Get landing lights on, strobe nav, beacon, all those on because we're already on the runway. We do not have taxi on, and no, everything. I turn everything on but taxi. Why not? Alrighty, we'll let this run while we're doing that. Do we have anything for elevation to worry about? Yeah, we do. A little bit. So let's go 4,500 on the autopilot. You'll see that move up in a minute here. Can I do it now? I can. Alright, 4,500 we'll do using my multi-panel. Whoops, I went way too fast. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm really dizzy. 4,500 vertical speed. We'll do 1,100 feet per minute because we can. And we have GPS still, so we're taking advantage of it. So let's do nav. There we go. Yeah. Why didn't that say GPS? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll figure out later. Oh, because it's all screwed up. This happens when you leave the sim and come back. So we need to go to our flight plan and go direct to 19, I think it said. Am I using the wrong one? I gotta go up to go down? Okay. 19. There we go, direct. Yes, please activate. And flight plan out. There we go. Bam, now it's gonna work. There we go. Now I picked up the signal, just couldn't see it. Alrighty, I think you understand how this works. I assume you've seen the first couple videos, so let's just get to the navlog and see what's going on and get going. 2 legs in this video. Let's not make it too long. First of all, we're heading to music up here, and then we'll find out on leg 5 when we get to leg 5. Right, this is leg 4, I think. Yeah. After taking to the Cuban skies from Máximo Gómez Airport, side of course of the northwestern individual on 2 large reservoirs that are situated side by side, and we can see them here. 2 looks like lungs, side by side reservoirs. Oh, they have names. Liberación de Florencia reservoirs on the west, and Cañada Blanca reservoirs on the east. Fly over a rolling forest terrain to reach the village of Tamarindo, which lies just to the southeast of the Cañada Blanca reservoir. Alright, so we're going to look at the reservoirs and the little city, which is right there, southeast. That's pretty self-explanatory. What's going to happen next? We're going to continue northwest from Tamarindo and fly over the eastern portion of Liberación de Florencia reservoir. The city of Florencia is located on the other side. Okay, so we're going to see a city, reservoirs, another city right there. Let's keep going. Why not? From there, we're going to follow the Northern Line Railroad in the Harahuenca. I don't know. Highway. It's going there. The route follows the southern base of the Hatibonico Mountains and offers spectacular views. That's what this is here. That's why we're going to climb a little bit, see if we can not hit those. But if there's a valley, we'll try to find the valley because I like flying lower than the surrounding terrain if possible. So 2 city, or a city, 2 reservoirs, a city, mountains, another city. That's pretty small. That's where you'll rejoin my voice when we get to this area to continue. But for now, let's enjoy what we've got. Don't want to do too much at once. First set of flaps down. There we go. Parking brake off. And let's roll forward, please. There we go. And we'll get autopilot there because we can. Whoa. The wind just took me. Holy cow. Excuse you. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible wind. The weather's even worse than the other day when I flew. Brakes to stop the wheels, flaps coming up. Holy moly. Let's engage autopilot. Let's see where it puts us. Hopefully not into the ground. We're not sinking. Why is vertical speed not picking us up? There we go. That was really weird. That was not recommended. Why is it loading again? Are the servers having problems again? Oh man. So remember a couple months ago I used to complain how things would get jittery like this when the servers are trying to stream things to me and load things to me. But then the past 2 months or so, month and a half I guess, has been silky smooth, even in the biggest, most populous, dense, detailed cities. We never drop below like 70 frames per second. It's been silky smooth. But today, it looks like the servers are being a pain in the butt and won't even load my trees. Oh, how frustrating. Hopefully it smooths out soon. Again, like I've said months ago, this is not my computer at all. This is the streaming of information from their servers. Oh well, we'll pretend it's smooth. We'll pretend it's not a problem. Let's see, are we on track or what's it doing here? Yeah, it just took a while to turn around. Okay, you all know the drill. You're going to hear my voice, not for a while, I guess, because we'll do some sightseeing. And once we get to the mountainous city, you'll hear me again. So enjoy the views of the cities and reservoirs, and I'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, our town is under us. I thought I screwed up the time I hit, like, go back or something, and I thought it was going to quit, but it didn't. Oh, I almost had a heart issue there. That would make me very nervous. I thought I screwed up. Anyway, holy cow. Let's get back and focus here, and this is beautiful looking, but let's read about the next thing since we're already on our way there. What is it? Right here, I think. General Carrillo. Continue following the north line, which is the railroad, which is right here, to the town of General. Looks like general, but in Spanish it should be General Carrillo. The town was named for Francisco Carrillo Morales, a commanding general during the Cuban War of Independence and the 6th Vice President of Cuba. So it's right up there somewhere, really, really close. Town. Maybe we can't even see it yet. But after that town, we're going to go to Placetas, parallel the northern line, still, to the small town of Remate de Ariosa, where the line turns more to the north. Continue on course to the north-northwest, flying over the boundary of agricultural fields to the north and forest to the south, which you can see forest there, agriculture there, and reach the town of Placetas. The central Cuban town was founded as a center of sugarcane production. Today is known for tobacco. So alrighty, so town, might as well just finish this out. At Placetas, turn to the next reservoir, Embalse Minerva, known for its freshwater aquaculture, notably its tilapia production. Tilapia, cool. Alrighty, so there's reservoir and then the airport. Abel, Santamaría, okay. Continue on course over the reservoir and then sight the Ochoa River, where it intersects with the rail line and pass over the intersection. Fly over the town of La Guayaba, and then land at the Abel Santamaría Airport, an international facility that serves the city of Santa Clara to its south. There we go, 2 towns. Well, we're over 1 right now. We got the save icon. 2 towns, a reservoir, and then we'll land. Let's look at this town first that we can't see because we're over it. Somewhere, actually it's right here. There it is. Nice and small. Some people like it small. It doesn't always have to be huge. Clouds, some mountains, very cool. See the ocean. And then on to the next town. And then it's going to get hazy again right when we have to land. Of course it is. Thinking of landing, let's look at the airport and see what our weather is like before we turn this off to sightseeing. Let me click on it. There we go. We have weather. No ILS or anything. 9 knots, so not too bad. From 170 degrees, so we should probably take runway 26, right? Because 8 to 17 is 9. That also means that 17 to 26 is 9. So we're going to have a perfect crosswind from the left. So we'll just fly straight in and use runway 26. Not short, so we don't have to worry about it. But there you go. That is our plan for approach and landing right up here somewhere. Shouldn't be too bad. Alrighty, let's look at another city and a reservoir. And then when we get to the airport, I will join you all. And we'll land. But hang on a minute. Do we really need to be this high up? I think we can come down a little bit. Let's bring our altitude down to 3,200 feet. See if that's good enough. And vertical speed, bring it down, 800 feet per minute. Bring back throttle so we don't overspeed. And I will make adjustments as I need to. But you are just getting some sightseeing. So enjoy the views, and I'll see you when we get ready to approach. And there's our airport, so autopilot is off. Let's descend. I did descend us 1,000 feet back through a ways, though, that I didn't really talk about, but it was there. So let's land this leg, and then we'll do the next leg in the same video, leg 5. Will also be in this video. And enjoying it so far. This is definitely my favorite of the 3 bush trips from the Caribbean World Update. So I would put it, the other 2 were kind of in the middle. If I take like all 50, I think there's been almost 50 now, 50 bush trips. The other 2 are like in the middle of favorite to least favorite. This is a little above middle. Not in my top 10 or anything, but it's definitely above the middle. So here we go. Why is my yoke not responding at all? There we go. That was weird. First set of flaps. I'm glad I didn't stress the aircraft and crash. But that was really strange. My yoke was not responding. And full flap. Here we go. Runway's over here somewhere. There it is. That was weird and scary. I'm glad I was able to recover. Anyway, let's land this leg in the haze yet again. And then we'll continue. Right after this. Beautiful road, beautiful scenery. Fortunately, we've been able to use real world or live weather this entire trip so far. Haven't had to change it to things simpler, but look at that crosswind. 27 knot crosswind. Yeah, right. We'll do our best. We should be able to handle it. It's a little extreme, hitting the extreme. Look at this. So when we do our left wing down right rudder, we got to make sure we don't get blown to the right. We definitely want to touch down firm so we don't roll over or slide. Just look at this crosswind. Well, I hope this works. I'll let you have to turn off weather and go to the last part of the leg, but hopefully we should be fine. Man, I'm a lot more calm about this than I should be, I think. Ooh. Jeez. Jeepers creepers. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Beautifully built airport, though. Look at that windsock going crazy just above the nose. Alright, let's get down. I mean, we have plenty of runway, so we don't need to come down and smash down, but we do want to get out of the air as quickly as possible so we can get out of this scariness. Here we go, left wing down, right rudder. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this might not look that bad for you, but this is insane. Oh, there we go. Our reverse is going to engage. We're going to take off. Reversers are engaged. Flaps coming in on the brakes. Reversers disengaged. That might have looked kind of cool for you, but that was insane for me to get it to look like that. Holy guacamole. Alright, leg 5, let's keep going. Alright, just like before, they're letting us run with everything running. We don't have to change anything, so that's fantastic, because sometimes you have to restart everything. Except it's not registering the latest part of the GPS, probably because we're not where it says it is, although we're there. Let's go direct to 25 then. Whoops, not that one. Flight plan. Let's go direct to 25. Just to make sure it's going to get us there. There we go. Bam. There we go. Alrighty, what do we have looking for terrain? First of all, where are we landing? We're landing at Charlie Foxtrot. So we're going to go through these mountains, go around them, and land. Okay, so how high are those mountains? Does it tell us? Mountains, valleys, 3,000 feet. Climb to at least 3,000 feet. Well, we've been climbing at 4,500 anyway. Alright, well, let's go back to 4,500, so that's a good thing for us here. 4,500, and then we'll come down if we're way too high. Vertical speed of 1,100 feet per minute, and nav. There we go. Piece of cake. I'm losing my thought because I'm really dizzy in real life. What was I saying? Whoops, not that. Let's do barometer. Is the weather going to be fine right now? It's good enough. Let's read about where we're going. Santa Clara, liftoff from the airport set, of course. You can pause this and read it. But we're going to go over Santa Clara, which was the final battle of the Cuban Revolution. After that, we're going to continue passing south, follow the highway to the town of Matagua. So big city, little town, and then after that, right after that, Sierra de Porterio, a line of hills. Okie dokie. Whoops, wrong way on the map. There you go. So tiny or huge town, tiny town, line of hills, and then a city and a big lake, which is right here in the mountains. Gain visual on the reservoir, which is down here. You can read about that. Popular in Cuba. So once you get to the mountains, the middle of the mountains, we'll talk about what's next. Very straightforward. First set of flaps down. Parking brake off. Let's go here, see what happens. Hopefully we don't get blown over. Full right rudder, we can't even go straight. Oh my gosh, okay. We will take off as soon as it's safe. Not a moment too soon. Okay, that lifted us off all on its own. Brakes to stop the wheels. Let's get some speed here. Look at this insane wind blowing us directly to the right. Flaps coming in. Oh my gosh, let's start climbing and autopilot engaged. And there we go. Holy moly, that was intense. But it was fun. Unfortunately, it's not as intense on video. But it was intense. I'm enjoying that housing down there. Alrighty, this is going to take us to the big city, and then a tiny town, and then another tiny town along the mountains, and then the big mountains. So, enjoy the sightseeing. I will get us through this haze, and I'll talk to you again at the mountain. See you in a moment. And we're coming up on the reservoirs and in the mountains, and are we high enough? I don't think we're high enough. We're at 4,500 feet. It said to climb at least to 3,000, so let's go to 5,200 feet and climb quickly here. Let's do 1,300 if it'll let us. Holy moly. That's cutting it pretty close. But we're about a minute and a half away from reservoir, then we'll read about the next few legs, but the scenery was so beautiful. I just wanted to include it all, but I couldn't, so I just had to pick and choose what to show you. The immersive experience looking out the windows versus the drone outside was definitely huge difference. But there you go, you can see the ocean far away, especially over there under the wing, and then you can see the ocean over here too. Well, that's a good shot, looking at his belly. Cool. Alrighty, nice valleys too. Alright, we'll climb to 52, which we're already out already. It's gonna be shaky and turbulent, but we'll keep this altitude because the elevation of the mountains pretty darn close. We're supposed to stay 1,000 feet above. We could be 1,000 feet above, but we'll see. Nice shot with the clouds and the roads and the valleys and the towns. How beautiful to live there. Alrighty, coming up on the reservoir here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Just stellar. Was that an airport over there flashing already? Or an airport, I guess. Alright. After the reservoir, what are we going to do? We are going to look for Trinidad. Over the lake, turn course just east of due south and climb to an altitude of at least 3,000 feet. Well, you know what? We're at 5,200 to clear this. And it would have been too late anyway. Who is writing this thing? Sorry, I'm really distracted by that valley in the road. Man, that's beautiful. Oh, insane. Okay, gain a visual on the Caribbean Sea. There you go. Pass over the crest of the mountains. Descend toward the sea. I guess we can do that, right? Because we're going to go along the shoreline the rest of the way. Let's see. Sight the hook-shaped Ancon Beach, Playa Angon, a long sand spit that forms Casilda Bay. Bahia de Casilda. The city of Trinidad, renowned for its sugarcane production, located on the shores of the bay, right up there. Sugar mills, you can read the rest of that if you want to. So we're going to go to the Trinidad, we're going to turn to the northwest and follow the dramatic mountainous coastline, pass over a number of rivers, reach the town of Camilo Cienfuegos, named after Camilo Cienfuegos Gurriaran, one of the key figures in the Cuban Revolution, 1953 to 59. Alright, so we're going to find the city, go along the coast. Two more things. Continue on the coast, gain a visual of the bay, the Playa Rancho de Luna, right over here, located just east of the opening of the bay to the sea. There's the bay, there's the sea. And then finally we'll land at Jaime González. After the beach, turn to the northwest and skirt the eastern edge of the bay, which is right here. Home to two ports, land at the single runway airport which serves the city, the capital of the province, important industrial center in Cuba. And that'll end this video, so make sure you're subscribed for the final two legs. Right now we're flying the antepenultimate leg. The previous leg was the pre-antepenultimate. This is the antepenultimate. Join us in the next video for the penultimate and ultimate legs. But you have to subscribe with notifications turned on to know when that goes live. Alrighty, over the mountains now to a few cities along the coastline, a bunch of bays and beaches, and then we'll land. So I'm going to let the airplane do its thing. I'll set up some sightseeing for you as this thing lifts us into the air from the updrafts. And we'll see you when it's time to land Time to land at the airport. I'll get her weather and decide on the runway off camera. See you in a moment. just like that, it's time to get ready to land because there's the airport in front of us. Let's turn off autopilot and get comfortable. I was actually talking to somebody in my office, and all of a sudden I look back at the screen and wham, it's time to land. So this says we have a tailwind, huh? And let's look outside. Let's actually use this camera super quickly here. Beautiful city there, beautiful bay. I had so much I wanted to show you. That shoreline back there was awesome. But then someone was talking to me and I totally missed some stuff. But that's okay. So yeah, let's hope that the wind stays the same and we'll come from the other direction. That way we'll have a pretty good headwind. Not have to worry so much about a crosswind. But let's keep our speed up though. We don't need to slow down to a crawl quite yet. There's a look of the town there, and again the servers are struggling to load a few things, but it's been worse. But the past few bus trips before this one were silky smooth, so kind of annoying that they're having issues right now. But whatever. I'm not going to get into it again. I talk about it enough. There's our airport. There's our shadow going across the road. This is going to be a tight base, but we can handle it. Let's start slowing down now. Very long runway. We will make the most of it. And then we'll fight whatever crosswind we might have. So I'm slowing down by bringing back throttles, but keeping my attitude the same. And letting the city load as it jitters around. We'll come out here over this town. And keep an eye on the prize back there. Looking good. Alrighty, first set of flaps. Let's make a very, very tight base and final. And full flap as we float. And then we'll descend. There we go. Nice and tight. A little more than standard rate turn. That's on purpose. And runway is right there. Perfect. And things should get smooth as the town renders in. There we go. Now it's smooth. Alright, let's keep descending but not clip these trees. Come on. You can do it. Throttles back. So we can nosedive. Clearing the trees in 3, 2, 1. We're clear. Come down. See what happens when you look away for a second, especially with the crosswind. Holy moly, that pushed us in a hurry. Oh, nice big crosswind. Alrighty, let's get a little bit better here. Left wing down, right rudder. That'll straighten us out. Do not hit too hard. Ground effects will save us. There we go. Ooh, that wasn't fantastic. There we go. Alright. Reversers engaged. On the brakes. Flaps up. Reversers disengaged. Could have been a little better, but given that horrible wind, wasn't too bad. There we go. Final 2 legs in the next video. Make sure you subscribe so you know when they go live, and I'll see you then.